Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. What's going on, guys? It's LQG, and today I'm back with another video. So today we have for you guys NBA Legends Explain, the best players to never make the NBA. So this is a really interesting topic. There are a bunch of players that along the way, college, high school, you've seen and you were sure that they were the next big thing. For many different reasons, some of those players never end up making it to the NBA. If you've seen or heard of a player like that, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'm really interested to see and hear about some of the stories about some of the greatest players we never got to see. Also, make sure I smash a like on this video. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes, and make sure I subscribe to the channel to catch all the new content. We're releasing daily videos for the rest of 2021, so make sure you don't miss out. With that being said, let's get into NBA Legends Explain, the best players to never make the NBA.
You know, the stars who have made names for themselves in the NBA, but there have got to be players that you saw growing up, coming up, that you thought, this guy can't miss. He's got what it takes to make it in the NBA, but they never quite get there. Is there a guy who fits that description for you, Charles?
Well, and I don't believe that. I don't believe guys, no disrespect to the, Rucker League and Playground League, I don't think those guys are good enough to play in the NBA. What's difficult for me, and probably these guys, there's probably 20 guys who could have been stars, but because of alcohol, drugs, attitude, didn't make it. And that's the thing that's always been frustrating for me. But this notion that guys off the street can play in the NBA, I've never believed that. But there's been, seriously, 20, 25 guys. And this happens all the time when you say, man, when that guy grows up, he's gonna be great. But they never grow up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys, but like I say, drugs, alcohol, and things like that, that's always been a problem for a couple guys. But there's always a guy you're like, man, if that guy works hard and he grows up and he matures, those are the ones that's frustrating for you.
Is there a best player you've ever seen who didn't make it to the NBA? A name that when you...
I got one, and Reggie will know this name. You guys probably haven't heard of him. There's a guy who went to Carson High School in L.A. named Eldridge Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Eldridge?
El Hut.
El Hut. And he was, you remember that name?
Yeah.
He was McDonald's All-American. He was a lefty. He was about 6'8", and he could handle the ball. He went to UNLV, and he was, I mean, everybody said best player in the country. He was like a point forward, and he blew out his knee at UNLV and never made it professionally.
Well, it's interesting because Kenny will know this name. This guy came on a recruiting trip while I was there at UCLA. Well, we were both looking at UCLA, and he's from New York City. Kenny Hutchinson. He was one of the,
I wrote his name down.
One of the all-time great. He's about 6'3", 6'4", point guard, shooting guard. Ended up going to Arkansas, but like to Charles's point, lost his way, got caught up in drugs, and really didn't make it, but had all the tools to be a great player.
Found his way back, so I know Hutchinson. But I think the one thing that you see a lot of guys like Kenny Hutchinson, another guy that I grew up with, a guy named Ernie Myers, was stars among us at that time. But what you do, you take things from them. Like, if it wasn't for Ernie Myers and Kenny Hutchinson, I don't think I would have made the NBA. And I told Ernie Myers that one time, another guy named Alvin Lott, because some of their tenacity and I asked Ernie Myers one time, why do you play so hard, man? Like, you play in these AAU games, you play so hard. He's like, Kenny, if I don't win, I don't eat. I'm like, man, I gotta get that attitude. Like, if I don't win, I don't eat. Because he came from a different background. He's like, we don't win, we don't eat. So getting those things pushed me into the NBA. If I never met these guys who I thought were better than me or could have made it, I don't think I would have ever made it. Ernie, I think one thing that we as players never get credit for, because first off, you make it in a professional sport, it takes more than talent. I think we never get enough credit for how hard we work. People are like, oh, they're just talented. I'm like, dude, everybody's talented. And like, you went through the gauntlet of high school, college, and then you get to the NBA. Man, you have to really work hard. And number one, everybody on here played for a long time. And you can't play in the NBA. Like, talent will get you to the NBA, but you can't play a long, extended period of time unless you're working your behind off.
Certain guys have the aura that when you look at them, you say they're gonna make it. Like, I played with a guy in college, Chris Jackson. he was a phenomenal dude. And like when I was playing with him in college, I was saying to myself, when he gets to the league, he's going to dominate. But he could never really, cross over like that, cross over the hump.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mahmoud
See you
Abdul-Rauf.
later.
I think a player that, and Reggie, you were in Indiana at the time, Jay Edwards. We both came in college at the same time. I mean, he destroyed the Big Ten. I thought for sure Jay Edwards. Looking at him as a shooting guard, he's averaging 20 as a freshman. I thought for sure it was going to translate. It didn't. So I would say Jay Edwards, and another guy from the Detroit area, Winifred Walton. Winifred Walton from my high school was a Chris Webber mixed with a Jalen Rose mixed with a Magic Johnson. It just didn't translate. But as far as skills, I mean, he was averaging 26, 12, and 11 in high school. Went to Syracuse, it didn't pan out. So Winifred Walton would be that guy for me from Detroit.
For me, I had a real crazy AAU coach, and he would point out people that weren't gonna make it, that were supposed to make it, instead of saying this guy's so great. And so when I hear this conversation, it's crazy because I know your mother's strict, I know parents and everything else. When I look at us, I'm just like, we made it, and like you said, it's because of hard work, and it took so much more, but I just thank God I had like a family support system, because a lot of guys that didn't make it, they were much better than me when I was in high school, and they just didn't keep following through, lost their way, and I would just have to say,
Who was better than you in high school? I saw him.
Come on, man. I'm just saying, come on, D Rose, D Light, I'm just saying, all those guys, I'm just saying, but you see people that's at your level, Juan Bell, all these guys, and you're just seeing them fall off for reasons that has nothing to do with basketball. He's not the game because he got bad grades, he's not the game because of this or that, and so, I mean, for me, it was more high school players that I saw that I thought were gonna make the league, but you knew that you saw other things in their life that maybe they wouldn't be able to.
That separates everybody sitting here is, when it comes down to it, discipline. There's a discipline that you have to be an NBA player, or you don't make it. If you don't have those disciplines, you do not make it in the NBA.
So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.